Hello everyone, it's Meg and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to be talking about the books that I am most anticipated for their release in 2025, and I actually don't have many books on this list. I haven't done like super extensive research into this video. It's more been books that I have seen that look really interesting that I want to read, or some books by authors that I've already read from and I want to read their new releases. So there's only about like 6 books roughly on this list, and I'm sure there will be more releases coming throughout the year that I would have wanted to have added to this list, but obviously, like I said, they come out later, or maybe there's some books that I've missed. So you can all share our books that we are most excited for in the comments down below. But these are the ones that I'm most excited for, that I've at least discovered so far this year. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first book that I am most looking forward to, I actually received a couple of days ago in the post because I'm filming this like mid-January. And that is Watermoon by Samantha Soto Yambao, which came out on the 16th of January. I kept seeing adverts for this book everywhere because this is the Waterstones exclusive edition, so it has a beautiful like sprayed edge moment, and it also has like beautiful end papers as well, and it has like a gorgeous like boat on there, like a origami boat. This isn't exactly up my street, this kind of book, but I was really intrigued by it, so I thought I would just pick it up and see what I think. And I've also heard that it kind of gives Studio Ghibli vibes, and anything that says Studio Ghibli vibes I am here for. So I'll read you the synopsis because this is kind of like a magical kind of book, and I feel like it's better for me to just read the synopsis for you so you get an idea of what this book is about. On the back street of Tokyo lies a pawn shop, but not everyone can find it. Most will only see a cozy ramen restaurant, and just the chosen ones, those who are lost, will find a place to pawn their life choices and deepest regrets. Hannah wakes on her first morning as its new owner to find the pawn shop ransacked, the shop's most precious acquisition stolen, and her father missing. And then into the shop stumbles a charming stranger, quite unlike other customers, for he offers help instead of seeking it. Together they must journey through a mystical world to find Hannah's father and the stolen choice, through rain puddles, hitching rides on paper cranes, across the bridge between midnight and morning, and through the night market into the clouds. But as they get closer to the truth, Hannah must reveal a secret of her own and risk making a choice she will never be able to take back. This just sounds like such an intriguing book, and I love that the dedication for this says, for everyone in search of new beginnings. I just love that, the idea of it, and it just seems very mystical and magical. It seems the right sort of amount of magic in a book for me personally, so I'm really intrigued to see what I think of this. I really hope I enjoy it, and I will probably let you guys know at some point in a vlog. Next up we have Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, which comes out on the 4th of February. I have never read an Ali Hazelwood book. I've just never been quite interested enough to pick them up, and also as a girly who doesn't really like romance generally as the central plot point of a book, it's just never picked me up. The plot, just the storylines have never picked me up. However, this book is about a diver and a competitive swimmer, and after watching the anime Free last year, and I also, as somebody who likes swimming, this just appealed to me. I don't really know much about it apart from the fact that, like I said, they're both like top rate like swimmers, and it's obviously a romance between them. Don't know any more than that. Don't really want to know any more than that, to be honest with you. I'm just really intrigued to see what I think. I really hope I like it, because like I said, I've heard lots of good things about Ali, but her other stories have just never personally appealed to me. So I will definitely get to this. This seems like a good like summer book, but we'll see when I end up reading it. So I'm really excited to receive this and see what I think. The next book is A Game for Scandal by Laura Wood, which comes out on the 13th of February. This is the third book in the like Avery companion series, whatever you would like to call it. and I'm very excited to be back in this world. I love the books from this series so far, and obviously there's going to be a Laura Wood book in this video. I know a bit about this book. I don't want to know too much or remind myself because I'm just ready to go into it blind. But I know that our main character is called Felicity Vane, who is the younger sister of Max Vane, who is the love interest in the first book of the series, I believe. And basically she's very clever and she wants to go to university. However, because she lives in Victorian society and she's a woman, her parents don't want her to do that. So instead she decides to gamble her way into getting the funds for her to go to university. And it's going quite well, her getting all of this money and winning these games. But when Ash, who is the owner of the Lucky Penny, accuses her of cheating, that spirals into a whole other matter. And somehow through this she ends up meeting the Avery, and they have to take on their most dangerous villain yet. And I'm really intrigued. Apparently there's piracy in here, like I said, there's like gambling as well, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know whether it'll top the second book in this series for me because that is my personal favourite. We will see. But yeah, I know Laura Wood will never let me down, so I'm really looking forward to this and I cannot wait. I will definitely do a reading vlog when I get this book as well, so you can look out for that probably in the coming months. Next up, I don't have any other books for like the next couple of months until June, when we have Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, which comes out on the 10th of June. I've only read one book by V.E. Schwab, which is Addie LaRue, and I did enjoy it. I wasn't like obsessed, but I did, you know, it's like a solid 3 stars, did enjoy it. And I must admit, this is kind of out of my comfort zone, this book. However, when I first, like, you know, it was first announced that she was writing another book and like the little synopsis moment came out, I was really intrigued. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to read that. There's only like a short synopsis of this, but it basically takes place over 3 generations of women. And the little synopsis says, 3 young women, their bodies planted in the same soil, their stories tangled like roots. One grows high, one grows deep, and one grows wild. And they all grow, and all of them grow teeth. That just sounds so fun and so interesting. From what I gather, it's like a sapphic story. I think there's vampires involved somehow. I've never read a book with vampires in, actually, from what I can remember anyway. But yeah, it just seems like a really fun, like, queer, feminist, like, kind of historical fiction-esque magical novel. It seems like a bit of everything. I think it's one of those books like Addie LaRue where you don't quite know what you're getting yourself into until you start reading the book. So yeah, I'm really intrigued. I really hope I like it more than Addie LaRue. Because like I said, I did enjoy it but wasn't obsessed. So yeah, like I said, hopefully I will like this more. I guess we'll have to see. Next up we have My Friends by Frederick Backman, which comes out on the 19th of June. I've never read anything by Frederick Backman before. I have obviously heard of him, like Beartown and Anxious People. There's a couple of other books I've heard nothing but good things about him. However, just none of his other books have ever appealed to me. However, this one had me by the throat as soon as I heard about what it was about. So naturally I pre-ordered it and I really am looking forward to reading it. The synopsis of this is quite long, so I will try and not go on for too long. From what I gather, it is about our main character, and she basically discovers this painting of these like 4 people at the end of a pier, and she's really curious about who these people are, who these boys are, you know, where they are now, etc, etc. And it was painted 25 years before the current timeline. So basically she goes on a road trip to find the people who are in this painting and just find out more about them, who they are, where they have ended up, etc. And this book just seems to be a story about art and friendship, and which are 2 of my favourite things to have in a book. And I am just so excited to read this. I really hope it lives up to my expectations. I've never read anything quite like this before, so yeah, I just really hope that I enjoy it. I am so looking forward to it. It's probably one of the books I'm most excited to read this year. So yeah, we'll obviously let you guys know what I think of it. But it comes out in the summer as well, and I feel like that is like going to be peak season to read it, so I will definitely be reading it as soon as I get it. And last but definitely not least, we have my final anticipated release, which comes out on the 3rd of July, which is my birthday month, the week before my birthday, which could not be a better time because this book is Let's Make a Scene by Laura Wood. This book is Laura's second adult book. I'm really looking forward to reading this book because it is following one of the side characters from her previous adult novel. It's following one of Theo's friends, and it is a dual timeline, it's also dual perspective, it's a second chance romance, and I just know Laura Wood is going to do a stunning job. She has released a few like snippets of like, you know, like a few lines and paragraphs and stuff like that on her social media. It sounds stunning, and I don't want to say too much about it, but it is about our main character Cynthia, and she is a famous actress, and she ends up having to co-star in a film with somebody called Jack, and they both hate each other, but somehow a romance starts to form, and then I think something happens, and then 13 years later they re-meet up again to do a sequel of the film that they first worked on together. And I don't know much more than that. I think it's something about they have to do like fake dating or something like that. They're like ex-rivals and then they have to fake date, and then somehow it kind of becomes real. It's like one of those sort of moments, and it's set in Hollywood. I don't know if it's set in Hollywood. Yeah, I think it's set in Hollywood. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to this. It's going to be so fun. Again, it's coming out in my birthday month, which will be so exciting. So those are all the book releases I'm looking forward to getting to this year. Like I said, there's probably more that I have missed, and there are probably more that'll come out later on in the year as well, that we have not heard about yet. But for the time being, these are a few books that I am super excited to like get to and to have in my hands. I have pre-ordered basically all of them, so I'm very looking forward to getting them in little book mail packages throughout the year. That is just like so lovely. Let me know in the comments down below some books you are looking forward to that are new releases this year. Are there any on my list that you are looking forward to, or some other books that you are looking forward to? I love kind of hearing about everybody's favourite books of the year. I've already watched a couple of videos that people have done, and there seems to be some really stunning books coming out this year, and I hope that it's going to be just a absolutely amazing, beautiful, stunning reading year for everybody. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I will leave the links to my social media along my Goodreads in the description down below for you guys if you would like to see more bookish content that you will not find on this channel. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and hopefully I will see you again very soon. Bye guys!